You hear the screeching of an owl, you hear the wind begin to howl. You know there's zombies on the prowl. And it's terror time again. They've got you running through the night. It's terror time again. And you just might die of fright. It's a terrifying time.
Hello everyone, this is Core and we're back with a new Project Zomboid map mod video. In today's video we're covering Little Crutown by Imberio, a small but dense map mod packed full of secrets and zombies located to the north of Rosewood. But before we begin, I'd like to ask y'all to support today's content however you'd like if you enjoy the video. Now let's dive in with our first locale of interest, shall we? This area is less being used as a locale of interest itself, but more for the abundance of interesting points around it. This area is located on the northwestern side of the map, and while the bank itself only has a minor amount of office-based loot, it's located directly beside several large garage and storage areas used by the habitation in this region of the mod. And within those garages and storage units is a metric fuck ton of hardware and weaponry, and the housing extends up to 3 floors high, with lots of home goods, cooking materials, potential base points, and more. Plus, if you take out the staircases, you could secure the top floor and make yourself a rather large fortress-like area. But I do have to warn you that this map mod in general is a cramped, claustrophobic mess of twisting halls, rooms, and windows. So be careful, because if you rile up too many without any tools, you may just meet your dead end. If you're looking to get away from the chaos and madness of that small but compact town, then consider this rather large farm located on the outskirts, with multiple bedrooms, one of which having about a dozen bunk beds. You got plenty of room for the whole damn crew, and lots of hardware and literature loot scattered throughout the main building, and the many sheds and cobbled together buildings scattered around the entire outskirts of the town, some of which have been grouped together to form a makeshift shanty town. Also, this place is pretty light on zombies, all things considered, especially compared to the main part of town, which if you're playing on any populations higher than the standard settings, you're gonna be in for a rough time, as the hordes there get quickly out of control. This place is also an excellent source of generators, which if you're planning to power this base into the long term, it's definitely a good thing to get a hold of for the future. One last thing to note is the fact that the crops in the fields are fake, so you'll probably want to destroy them if you plan to use the area itself for farming. Otherwise, just build a farm in the house's fenced backyards after you clear out the zombies. This is the primary way out of town, at least if you want to do it via vehicle. If you want to do it on foot, then just head east or south and head off running, eventually leading to roads and other signs of civilization. That being said, grab some stuff for the road if you don't fancy dying of dehydration. Now for the region itself, there's a bit to see, including a large park area with lots of sports fields if you want to play tennis with the zombie skulls. Toward the west is a road that leads to the storage units, which have lots of loot of all kinds, as well as another road that leads to a cool ass cliff and what appears to be a river lock, as well as a weirdly constructed home. But you could say that of most of this map's architecture. Now if you go west, you'll hook up to one of the main roads that lead entirely around the map, and once you're there, you're on your own. Now let's head to the next locale, shall we? The southern half of the town is entirely made out of warehouses and garages, so these are yet another fantastic place to get some very nice loot hauls, at least if you're looking for hardware. Some miscellaneous worker outfits like coveralls, as well as a good haul of mechanics loot in the garages. And for some reason, just the motherload of motherfucking generators. Like, I think I saw 5 or 6 of them in a corner of one of the garages. Like, fucking A. That's a lot of them in one place. But that's fine. It's not like you're gonna be able to run them super effectively, given that this town doesn't seem to have a gas station to fuel and power them. At least not as of the current version I am playing. So back to the topic. Some of the warehouses also have shutters behind the doors, so keep in mind that you'll have to smash those down or shuffle around to another entrance, as they do seem to have non-shuttered entrances behind fences. Overall, this is a nifty little mod town, very densely packed with some unique designs and architecture, with some very novel ideas. Personally, this could be a very cool town to base in, especially if you have a whole party. Take over the entire town after clearing it out and you got a massive base. Yeah, Imberio, this was a pretty cool and unique map. Keep up the good work, mate. This has been Core, and I'd like to thank all of y'all for supporting the content, especially the members and donors seen on the screen. For y'all's monetary support as it helps to keep the content coming. Stay safe and have a good one, y'all.